So here now via Skype, Republican Congressman Doug Collins, who is self-quarantined because he came in contact with someone who did contract the virus at CPAC this year. Congressman, good to see you tonight. What do you make of that report that says that most Americans will likely be exposed to coronavirus as you were, and are you still asymptomatic?
Martha, it's good to be with you. Yes, I'm asymptomatic. I'm feeling fine. There's been no problems. In fact, I've carried on my normal workout routine and doing work from here at home and communicating back with my office in D.C., especially as we've been dealing with FISA and other things in Washington. And I think what's interesting is we can come in contact. One of the reasons that we're following the protocol set forth because I was exposed to someone who has tested positive is to make sure that everybody follows these recommendations. Just as Dr. Fauci said, if we take control of this and we do what we're supposed to, we can make sure that this virus is relatively contained. People can be exposed but not get the virus. And I think I'm living proof of that if we do the right things, do our hand washing, if we're sick, go to the doctor, those kind of things. And that's why the message that I'm trying to get out is that the administration is working through as well, is follow the protocols, and we can make sure that we have this thing under control.
So you have several fellow members of Congress, including Ted Cruz and Congressman Gosar, also at home. Have any of them showed any signs of any symptoms at this point?
None that I'm aware of. I have spoken to Senator Cruz. He and I have talked, and I've talked to Mark Meadows as well. But other than that, we've just had conversations. We're moving right along, and we're doing the protocols. And I think that's the important part here.
This
is in the sense of doing the right things, but there's not a reason to be panicked. And I think that's the one thing we're trying to get across to people.
So there was a report that there was a very tense meeting on Monday between the president and his Treasury Secretary, Steve Mnuchin. The president wants Jerome Powell at the Fed to be much more aggressive to stimulate the economy. Your thoughts on that and what we're going to see in terms of an economic program out of Congress?
Well, the president's always put our economy first. That's one of the reasons why he was elected, and we've seen this happen before. One of the things that we need to do is make sure that if we do anything on Capitol Hill, it's directed in the right way. My concern is like we have many times on Capitol Hill, we react on the emotion and feelings of a moment instead of the actual practicality. So any economic issues that we deal with need to be directed at those who would benefit from it and not just simply a blanket pattern to cover what may be. And so that is, I think, the concern. The president wants to see our economy continue to do well. I think we're going to see that happen. But we'll see how it works out on the Hill.
You know, just quickly before I let you go, I spoke to two New Jersey doctors today. One told me that there is access to tests at one hospital. Another said they've been trying to get access to tests. They can't get it. They've called, agencies in New Jersey. The local hospital doesn't have any tests. And the lab, companies, Quest, LabCorp, they don't have tests. They can read the test if it's sent to them, but they don't have the test. So that seems like a pretty big problem.
Well, we're being told, and I think this is an interesting issue, and I would love to hear more about it, but we've been told that anybody who needs a test is getting the test. And I think that's concern because if you have a doctor who has a patient who is symptomatic, who is showing signs, we have been told through the CDC that those tests are available. What they're not testing for is folks who are not symptomatic like myself, and that may be the disconnect there that we're looking at. But if everybody has the test, and the vice president has also said today that they have removed the cost from these tests, not just from Medicare and Medicaid, but from all private insurance as well. So everybody who needs to get tested, they need to go get tested.
Well, it seems like there's some hiccups in that part of the plan, and I think that's pretty important. So hopefully that's going to be remedied shortly. Congressman, thank you very much. Stay well. Good to see you.
Thanks, Martha. Take care.
You too.